Hey folks, Kilt-Man here again, yes, on location by the dartboard, yes, I've relocated. Hope you're all well, cheers. Another after work little session as a rehearsal for the big video later on. But I just thought, because I did touch upon a couple of things in the last sort of boozy video. Our mate Liam Neeson, Jesus Christ, I discussed it at length last night, and on the previous video. And oh my God, what a can of worms this guy's now opened. It's been all over the show, it's all over the press, it's everywhere, it's everywhere. There is no getting away from it, the guy has massively dropped a huge bombshell upon his own head. There's no way of getting around it, there isn't. And now he's coming out with a public apology, I'm embarrassed and ashamed about this. But it happened, this is what I did not know on the previous video, it happened 40 years ago, whilst he was in Northern Ireland. But he'd been out of the country at the time and come back, and, this close friend, who shall remain nameless, but the way that he's described this, she's a very, very close friend, and his rage clearly got the better of him. But the problem stems, well, there's several problems, isn't it, of course, is the fact that he should have phrased this, he went out to do this, but he didn't do it. He didn't kill anybody. He set out to kill somebody, but oh my God, taking out a random black man is not the answer, but the fact that he said this in relation to a film about a father's revenge, for the death of his son, i.e. the film Cold Pursuit, does not condone coming out with this confession to a reporter, a journalist for The Independent, and then, dropping yourself massively in the shit. But the surprising thing is, he's got some support from, some very surprising quarters. John Barnes, Jamaican-born John Barnes, ex-Liverpool player, star player, has come out on his side and actually said, give the guy a medal for being honest. Well, that's a crazy thing to say. It's all well and good being honest about your feelings, Yes, I have underlying, basically racist tendencies, but to air them in any kind of context is wrong. Is one man right to come out and say that sort of thing? You put that in the hands of, like, say, a 600-strong mob of English Defence League, protesters, and that's a mob of pure blood hatred, violence. That's not like a knee-jerk reaction to the plight and hurt and suffering of a close friend. Anyway, I'm afraid this story's got legs, and it's going to run, and it will do damage to poor Liam Neeson's career. But that's the way of things. You open your gob and you blab. Well, I'm afraid there are repercussions and ramifications. But, the guy is a tremendous actor, and he's reciting something that happened 40 years ago. I don't know. I'm going to leave it in the hands of you guys as to what happens. Hang him out to dry? Just hang him? I don't know. But it's going to be troubling for his career, especially in the run-up to the Oscars, when possibly some unwarranted movies are up for Best Film and getting a lot of accolades and nominations, i.e. Black Panther and Black Klansman, because, there was a huge, black performers and filmmakers and film crew boycotted the Oscars last year because they were not getting, any inroad into the Academy's good books. So they justifiably, vetoed the Oscars last year. So all of a sudden the Academy now want to promote anything black related. But it doesn't mean that the film, like I did an Oscars rundown video And of course, Black Panther, as great as it is not an Oscar-worthy contender as best film. Nor is Spike Lee's Black Klansman. They're just not. You know. So this is a pandering knee-jerk reaction, and now from the Academy. But for Liam Neeson to come out with a remark like this, especially in the Oscar run-up, there's never going to be a good time to come out with a comment like that. Ever, is there? But to come out with it then, now specifically, really is, you know, the guy, his character in the film Taken, I have a special set of skills, but tact and diplomacy are not amongst them. Racial tolerance is not one of them. It's just fucking ridiculous, isn't it? But anyway, there is some good news. I did mention about HMV and a big closing down of HMV, and overnight, Sunrise Records from Canada have come in, zoomed in, and saved the day. HMV as a high street store is now going to be saved. I think they're only losing out of like 127 stores. I get the figures wrong here, but they're only losing sort of like 5 or 6, I think, and which is tragic, of course. But they're saving most of the jobs, and they're saving the vast majority of stores as well. So that's got to be a good thing. And they are massively forerunners of keeping vinyl, because they literally, they love vinyl, so they're keeping physical media going. And there's always a place for physical media. I don't care, about the downloading, the streaming. I do it myself, obviously, but I would always prefer to have a physical copy of something, on my shelf in my collection, because I'm old school. So yeah, if I can't get it any other way, I'll download something and then get the proper copy when I can, if I can. So these are a bastion of keeping HMV and physical media alive, and fuck me, I will salute that. Thank you, Sunrise Records. Please keep it going. And I've got friends who work in HMV in Liverpool, so hey, jobs are safe. Good on you, folks. Good on you. And it's great to go into a store, in a high street, and browse around, look along the shelves. It's all well and good. It's dead convenience going online and stuff like. But it's nice to go in and just pick something up. Let's face it, Christmas wouldn't be the same without a fucking 10-mile long queue to check out. You've got this for mum, some fucking choir group fucking singing bullshit, and then you've got like easy listening for your dad. 901 country and western greats, for your granddad. You've got all these, they're only like a couple of quid each. But this is what it's all about. But to keep a high street store going, then in this day and age of fucking Brexit and all that bullshit, well, it's nice to have something, to shout about. So folks, anyway, got something for you as well. A package arrived today. Not been home yet, but I think I might know what it is. So there'll be another little impromptu, earlier than I thought, earlier than scheduled unboxing. So give it loads, and we'll see it all. Well, you know what's coming next, don't you? Leaders by the dartboard. You made me miss. I've never missed that board before.